Okay, so we're live. How should we start this?
Well, can you finish the refactoring of the code?
Yeah, sure. I did it yesterday.
Okay, that's cool. Now, have you pushed the changes to your repo?
No. The strange thing is that I have read some instructions on the pull requests thing, but I couldn't find them today in the articles or anywhere else in the Agile Ventures site, so I was not sure how to do it and to not screw up something. So I decided to ask for help.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
I will.
Let's see. There was, I think, yeah, somebody has written up an instruction how to do it. I think Nick, it was Nick. Let's see, website one, articles, no, that's old stuff. Let's see, project overview, no, project overview. Right, it's here. I'll post you the link.
Okay.
There you go.
So I have to, because I've done the refactoring in a separate branch, and I have to uh, push the entire branch to my repo. Is that okay?
Yeah. So so what you need to do first is you need to. Okay, the first thing you need to do after you have finished working on your code is to pull in the latest changes from develop and rebase your changes onto the latest changes.
Okay, so this should be like git ups, right?
Yep.
Develop. I mean, should I specify the name of the branch?
Git pull upstream develop. No, it should. Well, actually, it's always a good idea to specify the local branch, just in case, so you don't override something. So just put a colon and add another develop.
Sure, but the branch that I've done the refactoring on is a different one.
Yeah. But you need to update your local develop branch, and instead of slash, put a colon.
Oh, colon, okay. Like that.
Yeah, no spaces before and after the colon. Yeah, which means pull the changes from develop and put it onto develop.
Okay.
Okay. See, so there are some changes in. You can see that there are some changes in develop. Okay, so now if you check out to your branch where you've been working on,
I'm on it at the moment. Just
you're on
a
it
second.
at the moment. Do
Yeah.
git stat.
I'm sorry.
Do git status. Right, okay. So, Right, okay. So next thing you need to do is you need to commit these changes.
Okay, so uh, I will add the three files separately because I don't want the guard file and the database YML to get committed. Okay.
Okay, no problem. So add them separately then. Just a second, I'll answer the phone and come back.
O- Okay.
Sly, I'm back.
Okay.
So, what's happening?
Um, I I did add the files to the commit, and I'm waiting for you because I had some questions about the commit message, if it should be some kind of specific format or.
No, commit messages have to be short and ideally less than 80 symbols long, so it fits on one screen, so it fits on one line, and just something like um, you can write projects CRUD specs, which means the specs for edit, index, and show.
Projects, CRUD, capitals.
Specs, yeah. Yeah, that's good enough.
At least to say for the RSpec version 3 or.
No, it's okay. I mean, the message in the commit is more to distinguish one commit from the another. But in your pull request, you'll write a description what this pull request is about.
Okay, sure. So I should commit now, yeah?
Yep, that's good enough.
It's not.
Oh, right. You haven't closed the quote. Just write another quote and hit enter.
Oh, okay. I'll just try to escape this one.
Well, just delete it. I mean, or escape it, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, I'll delete it. Okay, sure. So here I had a new file, and I'm not going to commit it because I'm not going to use it, and we'll delete it later.
Right. Okay. Now another thing is you now have these three files. Right. You have the fact. Well, okay. The untracked files doesn't matter, but you have the three
Okay.
files not staged for the commit. Now we need to do something about them. Um,
Should we do a stash?
yeah, do a stash. Yeah, why not? Okay, that's cool. And now we have to do the rebase onto develop. So basically we need to add all the changes from develop to your branch and then put your changes on top of that. So just do git rebase, where is it?
Git
Uh,
rebase develop.
yeah, git rebase dash I develop.
What does that do?
That gives you an interactive develop. So basically, if something happens, it asks you questions. And git rebase develop doesn't ask you any question. It tries to do the rebase without you.
Okay, so is that correct?
Yeah, that looks good.
That's strange.
Okay, so let's see, what does it say? Git rebase I develop.
It's trying to open a text
Right.
editor.
Okay, because your Sublime is yeah, your Sublime is the default editor in the console, which is not quite right. You should have just give me a second, I'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
Right, so we need to set the default editor for the console. And it is done like this. Just put this into the console. All right,
That's
add another dash in front of config.
without a dash.
No, a second dash, two dashes.
Oh, okay. So which one should I use?
Have you ever used Vim?
Yeah, sure. I'm not. I don't feel quite comfortable with it, but
But do you
I'm
know the
dealing.
basic stuff? Do you know the basic stuff in it?
Yeah, most of it.
Okay, that's cool. Then use Vim, use number 6.
Number six, Vim GNOME. Is that
No, oh, sorry,
or
number 5, the basic.
number five? Yeah,
Because we're
sure.
setting the editor for the console, and it should be a console editor.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
That doesn't. It showed some error here.
Doesn't exist. Okay, do it again and choose Nano. That is a safe choice, number 2. It always exists on all.
Here the asterisk moved toward number five, so I'm not sure. It could probably switched it, but couldn't
Let's
just
try.
find.
Let's try. Just cancel it. Cancel it and try doing rebasing again. If Vim opens, then it works. Okay, it
Okay, it
doesn't.
doesn't work.
Yeah, so let's change it to Nano.
Number two. Okay.
Okay, that should work now.
Okay.
Why is it
Strange.
trying to open the Sublime? Let me check. Let me check. Okay, try this.
Okay.
We'll try to set it specifically for Git.
Yeah. So should I try now the
Yeah,
rebase again?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay. It seems to work now. Okay, so what happens here is right. What happens here? It opens up and it tells you which commits you have made, which are different from develop. And here, if you have many commits, you can actually delete some commits you don't like. You can squash, like you can squash 3 commits together into 1 commit, and so on. In this case,
okay.
we just want to keep this 1 commit, so we don't change anything. We just quit the file. That's it.
Okay. So the rebase should be done now.
Yeah, just 1 sec. I'll come. Okay. Right. Yeah. So it says successfully rebased, and now if you do git log. Yeah, you can see that your pull request has been put on top of all the changes from the develop.
Okay.
You see that we have a pull request pulled in on Tuesday, and now your changes is on top of that. So
Okay.
now when you submit to the develop, you will submit just your stuff, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So now you have to push to your origin.
Should I write some? I mean, what's on the columns here?
Oh, quit, Q.
Okay. So you said what should I push on my develop?
Yeah, so git push origin and whatever the branch name.
Okay, just a second to see that. Uh, okay.
Okay, so just a second, I'll answer my phone again.
Okay.
Okay, Sly. Let's go. So now you have pushed it to your repo. Now go to GitHub, your repo on GitHub, and let's create a pull request. Yeah, so you press that button. Okay. By the way, I can't hear you. Craig, good morning.
How the devil are you?
Excellent.
How was your meteor viewing? Was that last night?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. It was the last day for this shooting stars rain or whatever it's called. So we didn't see many, but yeah, quite impressive. Although we've seen like 5 or 6 of them. It was pretty cool. It's like a glowing stone just falling out of the sky.
That sounds quite impressive.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, Tenerife is like one of the best places on the globe to watch for stars because
Okay.
it's close to equator and it's for some other reasons. There are not many clouds around and stuff. So that was cool. Slide. Okay, so yeah, Craig, we're just finishing off submitting our pull request,
Okay.
and as soon as we do that, we can have a look at the rebasing thing.
Okay, that's cool. I'll log into my virtual machine and do all that stuff while you're.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Sly, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So now here you give a meaningful description. So the description here, the name of the pull request will be refactoring aspect syntax. Okay, I need another minute. And then below you just write a description, what you've done, like refactored aspect syntax for index view show specs, and any other. And also you add a link to the pivotal tracker story.
Okay.
God. Yeah.
Okay, I think that this one should be okay. Hey, are you there?
I think he's gone mute. I think he's had to answer the phone.
Okay. It was my phone that was ringing,
Oh,
but
sorry.
probably, yeah, no problem. Probably he's on the phone as well.
They do know when to interrupt you, don't they? Phones.
I'm sorry.
Phones have a
Sorry?
habit of interrupting you when you least need it.
No, wives know when to interact, not phones. Ah.
Isn't there a can't live with them type?
Yeah.
Finally, okay, so uh, um, by the way, Sly, have a look at my latest pull request. I've done quite a good job of writing up a description for that pull request.
Okay.
I posted a link into the chat. But yeah, you can go to pull request and just open my yeah, just go to pull request and just open up the display live sessions.
Okay, so I'll post the pull request and then review yours. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well,
No, I didn't.
actually have a look at it. Maybe you'll want to change something in your description.
Okay, sure. You're talking about this one, display. Okay.
This is of course for a bigger pull request. Yours is small, but this is sort of as a guideline.
Okay, sure. Do I need to have a Heroku app for this one? I think.
No. It's only for usually we do it for like big changes with user interface, so people can actually go in and have a look how it works. In your case, it's
Okay.
just code, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so hit the button and submit. Oh, you don't need the changes. Don't worry about the changes. Your story is really short, so it's okay.
Okay. So I'm hitting the button, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations. Open up the champagne and let's start the party.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Okay, this is done.
So
Now the pull request is being checked by Travis. As soon as Travis finishes, it will change from yellow to hopefully green, or it may change to red. And if you go to the main list of pull requests,
okay.
the button on the side, with those arrows to the right, yeah, this one there. So if you click this one, you'll see that every pull request has a green arrow against it. That means Travis has checked it and it's all fine now, and yours is being checked at the moment.
Okay, I see.
So come back here and refresh the page at some point.
Okay, sure.
So this is it.
Cool. Okay, so I guess we could move on to the other topic that we were going to discuss here with I mean about the rebase stuff and
Yeah,
and that we
I would suggest you watch me and Craig doing the rebasing, because that's a really useful exercise. You would have to do it quite often. when submitting
Okay,
pull
sure.
requests.
Cool.
So, Craig, let's start.
Okay, so to give some background, I put a pull request in, and then I've been following Nick's article
Right.
on how to do the pull request. And so when I was asked to make some changes, I made those changes and rebased against develop again. And then when I pushed, obviously there was some merge conflicts. And so then I repushed, so there's now 4 separate commits that look a little bit untidy. So I'm not sure whether I did something wrong, but what worries me is if I make a backside of it now and push to my repo on GitHub, that I'll just make more of a mess of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand completely, but let's deal with it.
Okay. So do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, yes, please.
Oh, hang on, I've shared the wrong screen.
Okay, so okay, looking at your pull request on GitHub, I can see that it has brought in three commits from other people. Not quite sure how it happened, but doesn't matter. All we have to do really is just remove those 3 commits from your pull request.
Okay.
And that is very easy to do.
But for the future, is that because I rebased against develop like several days after?
No, usually rebasing against develop should work out quite nicely. I mean, that's exactly why we do rebase instead of merge. As I said, I'm not quite sure why it happened. It happens sometimes.
Okay.
For some reason, I would just regard it as a glitch, not as something systematic. Okay, so to deal with this, all you have to do really, let's do a rebase of your existing code. What we should do first, we should pull in the latest changes from develop always. Just in case somebody has merged something in just like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So check out your develop branch and pull in the changes from the upstream develop.
Okay. Now I'm just going to change screen shares again.
Sure.
Is that screen too? Do I need to make that screen bigger or text bigger?
No, everything is fine for me. That's the good thing about console. I mean, it's usually very easy to read. Not too much graphics user interface. Upstream, you would need to pull from upstream.
If you look, oh yeah, it's the same. But yes, okay.
Develop. Okay, no changes, fine. Okay, and now if you check out to your branch,
What was that again? User
okay, so now if we do git rebase develop, nothing would happen because develop is up to date, but let's try it. And I would recommend doing git rebase -i, yeah, which is for interactive. So let's try this. Okay, so what happens here, as I was explaining to Sly, here it is showing you the changes which you have, which is different from develop.
Okay.
And these are your commits. And here you can actually delete some commits just by deleting the line. You can squash two commits into one and basically, rename the commits, all that stuff.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, your commit messages look just fine. So I would just leave them like this, really.
Okay.
Let's just see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this looks good. If you don't want to change anything, then you just close the file. That's it, and it will do the rebase. Right. So, does it give any output? Does it say anything?
No, it's gone back to the command line, and it's kind of paused.
Paused. Okay, that's weird.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Just type clear. Yeah. Okay, so it seems to have rebased. Okay, and now let's check. Okay, so let's try submitting this to your origin, and that should update your pull request and see what happens. And if there are any problems, then we can fix it afterwards.
Okay. So this is going to be a bit messed up because I originally downloaded from the Agile Ventures, so that's my origin. So I'm going to push it to fork, which is mine.
All right. Well, I mean, you need to push it to the place from where you have made the pull request.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's up to date, so nothing has changed. Fine. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so another thing we can do is if you type git rebase -i
Head mine.
in capital letters head,
~4.
make it 10.
Okay.
All right, so that rebase hasn't finished.
Okay.
So try doing git rebase -- continue. So there are conflicts then after that merge, after that rebase. So yeah, let's fix them. You have a conflict in application controller. Let's find the head somewhere.
There we are.
Okay, you should know better what happens here.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, let me just.
Right, I think you're meaning to have. I'm just posting it into the group chat. That's what I usually do. If I need to merge the conflict, I go to the GitHub pull request and see the diff,
Okay.
and then just copy and paste from there. Sometimes that is easier. Yeah, but it seems that you have fixed it. Yeah, it
Is
looks
that
exactly.
right?
Yeah, it looks exactly like in your pull request.
So then I can save that.
Yeah, you have to save it. Well, you have to save it and commit it. So just do git add dot. Not commit it, but stage it. Yeah, and now you can do git rebase continue. Okay, so it is asking you if you want to change the name of this commit after you have resolved the conflict. If you don't want to change anything, just quit.
That's all right, isn't it? Or should I put more details down?
No. I mean, commit messages. The main idea of the commit message to distinguish one commit from another.
Okay.
Right, so there's another conflict.
No. A few by the looks of it, isn't there? Conventional request. Okay, so I need to delete that.
Craig, on in the if conventional get request, you need the two ampersands after the node block listed URLs.
Okay. Right, sorry, say that again. If conventional get request and
Two ampersands after node blacklisted URL at the end of the line.
no, I don't, but what I do need is to tidy that up because that's part of the if, but then the session, that's what to do.
I see. Well, in your pull request,
They're nested on the same line. Should I indent another 2 lines on the and?
I see.
Is that what you would do? Indent another 2 lines like that? Or
I would put it on one line, to be honest.
okay.
Because, it is a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
And also, while you're at it, on your request path, the regex pattern,
Yeah.
you don't need to do the interpolation inside the brackets. So because you have this percent regex,
I think I do because this is a problem that I had because I use user session path. When I didn't have the
No. I mean, just the regex syntax. The thing is, when you have percent %r,
yeah.
then inside your right. No. You're perfectly fine. Sorry for confusing you. Yeah, I got confused myself.
So is that okay? Does that look?
Yeah, that looks pretty much the same as your pull request.
Then do I git rebase continue?
Yeah. Well, git add.
Oh yes, sorry.
Okay, same question. So I think now it is doing what
It should have done.
it should have done last time, yeah. So this way we should get rid of those extra commits that you have pulled in. Okay, so what did it say? Successfully rebased. Okay, that sounds good. Do a git log. So let's see how it goes. Can you just scroll down a little bit? What's the do? Okay, so it's Brian merge pull request. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. So let's try pushing it to the origin.
Should I RSpec it and cucumber it first, or?
Yeah, I mean, why not? On the other hand, to be honest, I usually push it to the origin
Because of the Travis.
and start the Travis and then do it locally. Although, really, you should do it locally first.
What should I do here?
I think it should be okay. So let's try pushing it to the origin. I just want to
Okay.
get to another point, which we're going to encounter in a second. Right. So it is telling you that it cannot fast forward because you have rewritten the history.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely fine. So all you have to ask is just override the branch.
So is that just minus force?
Git push -f and then fork user redirect. Okay, and now if you go to your pull request on GitHub and refresh the page, you can see what's the latest stage of your pull, and it looks just fine to me. Can you just share your screen, your browser?
Yes.
Okay, so if you scroll down now, you'll see that. Yeah, you'll see that it's nice and clean. You have just your 5 commits and nothing else there.
You are a star.
No, I'm not.
You show me how to do that another 15 times, and it might slowly start to sink into my thick skull.
Well, I mean, just before you push, you do git rebase -i develop.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
Okay.
after that, it will. What it basically does, it takes your branch, it checks out the last point when your branch and develop were in sync. It takes out all the commits from that point and stashes them away. Then puts all the commits from all the new stuff from develop on that, and then takes your commits and puts on top of that.
Okay.
So basically, it fast forwards the develop and then puts your commit on that. And that way you're always submitting just your stuff and nothing else.
I think I thought I'd done that last time, not the interactive, but the git rebase. But I must have done something wrong. I must have made a backside somehow.
To be honest, Craig, it happens sometimes to me, even though I think I am doing everything right.
Okay.
So usually I just do a rebase again, and it sort of straightens out.
Magic.
At some point. But that's it. It's looking good now.
Thank you very much for your help.
No problem at all, Sly. And I hope you found that useful. Maybe you can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was useful a lot.
Okay. I recommend very much Code School course on Git.
Okay.
Sure,
It's
I will take.
really good. It's really good. I mean, Code School is just great. I'm using it mainly for JavaScript courses, but the other courses and the one on Git is just amazing.
Are
It's
you getting a
called,
lot of value from that then, Yarrow?
pardon?
Do you get a lot of value from Code School?
Oh yes, I really think Code School is just really good, really good. I love the JavaScript courses. All the other courses were really great. I've heard that Ruby courses are really good, except that I'm putting it off for some time to do the Ruby courses. But yeah, I would
I've,
recommend it very much. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been on Code School and passed the Ruby courses and the JavaScript ones, so I could recommend it as well. I unfortunately didn't went for GitHub courses, but I'm sure that they're great as well.
Good,
Mm-hmm.
cool, brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, I think you can sign up now for $9 per month. The usual subscription fee is $30.
Okay.
Oh
So,
no, right. The way you do it is you sign up for a trial, which is 2 weeks.
okay.
After the trial finishes, you don't continue. And then in about a week, you'll get an email saying, "God, we really want you to continue, so there is an offer for $9, don't pay 30."
That sounds like a steal.
Oh, well, they offer it, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. No.
But I'm paying $30 per month, and I love it. They also have a lot of other stuff on it, but it's just too much to follow.
Yeah, and this is the problem because you subscribe to a little, quite a lot of stuff, and you can't fit it all in. So I tried Linda for a little while, but it's not really development stuff. I've got a Safari library subscription, but you have to pick and choose carefully. But I mean, that does sound good, doesn't it? Because it's all the stuff that we're doing. So.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of writing up an article about like the best resources to do the learning.
Yeah,
At
that's
the
a great
moment,
idea.
the Code School is on the top of my list.
Okay.
That guy is doing a great job. I mean, his screencasts are great. You get to do the short exercises straight afterwards. You get a lot of sort of helpful stuff as well. Um, out of all resources, I think it's just great.
Magic.
Yeah, so have a go. Have a go. They have a trial. They have some free courses, and if you like it, I would personally, I would complete all the courses here before going anywhere else. Before going to Linda, before going to whatever else.
Yep. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. You're very welcome. Sly, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could advise me about about the next story that I should get on.
Sure, let's open up the Pivotal and have a look. By the way, time for the second glass of champagne. Your pull request is passing, it's green.
Oh,
Cool. Great. So I should mark my current story in the pivotal tracker is finished, yeah?
Yeah, you can have the pleasure of doing that now.
Great. So the next step would be to someone review it and mark it as well, or?
The next step, Brian would review it. If everything is okay, he will merge it in. After he merges it in, he hits deliver. And after that, if it is merged into production, then and the client accepts it, then the project manager hits accept.
Okay, so I clicked finish and it disappeared. Could I? Okay, I see it at the top now, and it has no buttons though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's normal.
Right, sorry. This is a chore. What I've told you is true for features. A chore gets to the top as soon as you press the button finish, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Brian will see it anyway.
Okay, cool.
Right, so let's open up, share your screen with Pivotal. Let's have a look and maybe we can find something. Oh, by the way, Craig, you should hit the, oh, Craig is gone, right, okay.
No, I'm still here.
Ah, Craig is here, sorry. I saw my screen on your place and I thought, yeah, you should click the finish button too. On the
Okay.
story. Right, yeah, slice. So let's have a look. Share your Pivotal screen and let's choose a story.
Okay. Could you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are choosing from the backlog, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So am I expected to choose some story, or you would advise me? I was as well thinking about that talk we had yesterday and me continuing with some refactoring of specs for controllers and models probably. So I'm not really sure if there is such a story here in the backlog.
We have an epic. We have an epic for if you hit the epics button on the top on the left, you'll get another. Yeah, we have an epic for aspect refactoring. So you can always see we have this upgrade to aspect 3 epic. So you can always right at the top, the green one.
Yeah, sure.
So you can always start a story connected to this epic. Just write up a new story, like you've done for the, for this refactoring story.
Okay, sure.
So basically, what you can do is if you just collapse this epic, as in close it, and then and then hit the arrow on the right to the right of the epic. Yeah, that one. That will show you all the stories connected, to this epic. And if you press the plus button on the top of this box, you will create a story which is connected to this epic.
Okay.
So you might as well create one now, saying that what do you want to refactor? So aspect refactoring, whatever.
For like, what would you suggest? Probably some controllers or?
Let me have a look. Let me open up and have a look. Yeah, well, you have done something with the view, so I would suggest you do something with the control and the model. Let me just have a look what needs refactoring. So let's go for controllers. I would stay away from authentications controller.
Okay.
It's quite a mess there. The event controller looks good. Right. Why don't you go for the static pages controller?
Okay, sure. Just for it.
And regarding the model, well, what you can do here, you can do aspect refactoring story, and inside the description, write the details like static pages controller, and let me choose a model for you. Right, and why don't you go for the user model?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, now change the story type to chore from feature. Save it. And start it.
Okay. So does it have to? Oh, I see it here because it's in the Epic, but it's also in the current.
Yeah, Epic is basically a group, just a group
Okay.
of stories. It just gets grouped under an Epic.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I will take a look at that later today, and if I have some questions or some other stuff, I will contact you or some of the other guys on Slack.
Sure, sure. Just write in website one channel. Ask
Okay.
questions.
Okay, cool.
And also, start looking around the project, just seeing what would you like to work on. We have quite a few stories in backlog. I always recommend people, choose something that you like. You know.
Sure. Okay. I had a look quite some time ago, and I had some stories that I liked, but when I finish this one, I will take a look again and see if there's something new that I'd like to
Mhm.
work
Mhm.
on.
For example, I'm looking that maybe. Let's have a look. Most of our stories in the backlog at the moment are not about coding, but about just polishing off the content we have on the website. Um, hmm. To be honest, I don't really know what to recommend from the backlog. It all
Okay, I
looks
will.
it all looks really boring.
uh, Maybe if I like something from the ice box, is that okay? Or we are
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think I will ask. I will talk to Thomas today in the afternoon or in the evening to vote on some stories to put in the backlog. I will bring up
okay?
the issue that people want to work on something, and there isn't really much to work on because I wouldn't think it's a good idea to give you handle bugs like handle nil creator or videos are not shown, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. I would feel more comfortable to start working on one story point stories for
Mm-hmm.
you for the beginning.
Okay,
So yeah.
but well done, well done. Yeah. So if you have any questions, please ask, and let's deal with them.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool, cool. Right. And Craig,
Okay,
what's your plan?
so
Um, I don't know. I've stayed on just to see what's going on, just because I'm not particularly familiar with that. So watching in on you guys was helpful. I've got a little bit involved in the Osra project because
Mm-hmm.
Pavel's trying to get some momentum uh, with kicking that off the ground. So I've got a story there to work on. I shall probably have a look in Pivotal for stories on the website one side, and then hopefully if I've got a couple of things going and I issue a pull request or what have you, I think there's something else for me to be getting on with
Mm-hmm.
while I wait for feedback. So I'll have a look, and then hopefully I'm away at the weekend, so hopefully if I can have a look at stuff and get in on another Scrum meeting before the weekend, I can maybe do a bit more pair programming.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. By the way, regarding the applications controller, the stuff I was saying about cleaning up the code. The thing is, I didn't actually look in the code, but I'm pretty sure there's already some handling of that redirection.
Well, is that maybe something to look at next?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to sort of make your story complete.
Now, can you from a historical perspective, is the applications control? Sorry.
Let me share my screen. I'll show what I mean.
It's the use.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So let's have a look. We need applications controller. Oh, sorry, not applications. Authentications controller.
That's what it.
Yeah. Okay. Authentications controller. So here we had some ways of handling the redirection after the login.
Okay.
Let's have a look. So now you're doing it by storing the path in the session, and then
Devise just reads that and does all the stuff magically in the background.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's have a look. Do we have anything in here? I don't remember. I just remember there was something to do with it. So authentication is present. Authentication. Okay, so it's maybe in private methods somewhere.
Did this have more use before Devise? Because Devise is something you've only recently moved to. Am I correct? Or
No. We started from Devise right from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But there are different ways of handling the callback URLs. I mean the redirection URLs.
Right.
Okay, I don't see any stuff that needs to be cleaned out in the applications controller. I mean authentications controller. Another thing is, let's have a look at.
What do you use for your File Explorer type stuff on Vim? Is it a plugin?
Yeah, it's Node Tree.
Node Tree. Okay.
I really recommend it. It's really well. You need two plugins. One is Node Tree. I put it into the chat, and the other one is Control T.
Okay.
Which is this one, which is a fuzzy search in all the files. So I can do things like show and then user, and it shows me all the.
That's just like a fuzzy match, is it?
Yeah, exactly. So let's have a look. Where's this registration is taking place? Views. What is it? Is it right? It's device. It is sessions. It is new, right?
Well, just for the social buttons.
Social buttons. Let's have a look. So this is the social button here.
But in the new, if you go back to the new template that you're in, where you have your that line that you're on now has an extra, on my commit, has an extra parameter in, which is the return URL.
Right.
For using the form, the standard form, Devise handles all that, because it just, when you log in through the form, it uses the session variable to redirect.
Okay. And how does it work for social buttons?
There's that line has an extra parameter in, so you've got extra class button large, and you've got another parameter called URL redirect.
Yeah, I see. Like we have it here. We have it here. The redirect. We put the origin.
Yeah, origin equals, and then I'm just tapping into the value that's in the sessions controller.
Right. Yeah,
Let
that's
me
right.
have a look.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, so basically your code handles the logging in with device, as in logging in with email, and this handles the logging in with the social buttons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one problem with these social buttons, I think, and that is, all right, you're passing the URL in it. You're passing the URL in it.
Yeah, let's have a look at my diff.
Oh, so you're supplying an extra parameter, right?
Yeah.
To this social button. I see, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, sure. So
Yeah.
you're supplying an options URL to this social
Yeah,
button.
session previous URL. Yeah, so it's using this. It's using the same session parameter. It's just for the social button. It's a parameter, if you see what I mean.
Yeah,
When it logs through the form, devise handles all that in the background.
excellent, excellent. Okay, let's see. Right. Need to install that. Let's see. So let's have a look at the authentications controller again, just in case. Interesting. Right. Okay. The guys must have cleaned it up last time they were doing refactoring for this
Okay.
authentications controller. So yeah, it was a bit. It was
Messy.
a bit of silly of me because I didn't look into the code. I just said that we kind of, I think we have it, but we don't. It seems to be just fine.
Okay, so I need to have a look on Pivotal for something else then.
Yeah,
Magic.
yeah. And hopefully we'll have a meeting this weekend so we can decide what are the priorities for stories.
Yeah, I'm really rubbish. I'm not going to be around, but I've let Thomas know, and he said he'd put a link of the meeting up so I can catch up when I get back.
Sure. Well, all the videos are on website one anyway.
Okay.
So if you let me share my screen. Where's my screen? Where is my screen? Okay, this is it. So if you go to website one, if you go to, well, firstly, all the videos are stored under the projects. For each particular project, you can have a look at the tab here, which shows you the last 50 videos connected to this project, like our video here. And also, you can go to the guys page if you know exactly that it was Thomas who was hosting the meeting. So Thomas, that's it, Thomas there. So here we'll find all the videos hosted by Thomas, and this video will be one of the, first.
Oh, magic.
One of the first.
So when I'm starting, if I start a Hangout rather than joining someone else's, I should start the Hangout through the Agile Ventures.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, definitely. I mean, that's exactly why we have put all this functionality for starting events.
That makes more sense now.
And if you go to the projects page, and if you are a member of the project, as you should be, you have pressed this star button. You'll have a Start Hangout button here in English, and you click on it, and it will start the Hangout for you. It will notify on Slack automatically, and it will put it into the list of videos.
Magic.
One thing to remember, though, that you should go to your profile. And here on the profile, you should click the link YouTube account.
Okay.
because that should be linked for other users to see your videos. So, for
Okay.
example, if I go to members now and try to find you, and okay, I wonder, Craig, how are you listed on
Am I
here?
purity control?
No, I think you're Craig. So right, you don't have any videos there, and there might be two reasons for that. Either you don't have any videos,
No, I don't.
or your YouTube channel is not connected.
Both.
Right. Let's try Sly. See. All right, Sly is there. Sly has videos connected. Sly now has 3 Euroscrums.
You're a good boy, Sly.
Yeah, awesome.
Right.
I've got to go and sit on the naughty spot.
Right. Yeah. Well, we need to. Well, hopefully with this Hangouts feature, we'll be able to see, all the live Hangouts with all the participants, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay, so guys, if you don't have any questions, I would like to have a break, but I'll be around, so let's talk further on Slack.
Really appreciate all your help.
No problem at all. You're very welcome, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Saran. Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.